All right. Woo!
Yeah, week 4. I think. Yeah, week 4.
Week
Yes,
4.
Match is done and gone.
week 4 of the Hofstra Esports Draft League is done. Believe it or not, we are already halfway there through the regular season.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Time is
That's
just
right.
flying by. We had some fantastic
speaking of
matches this week
flying
too.
Yes, we did. We were several. And speaking of flying by, right now on the screen, I'm seeing a good amount of Pokemon not with feet on the ground right now.
And also speaking of flying by, one of our fallen soldiers has flown away from the rest this week. We lost an unfortunate soldier.
Yes, unfortunately, Mike Jewell, coach of the Long Island Gastrodons, had to bow out. But no need to fear, the team is still there because the one, the only, Ethan Cloud X has taken over the Long Island Gastrodons and will be coaching them the rest of the season.
Our very own Twitter funny man is taking over the mantle, and I can't wait to see what he
Yeah.
cooks with Jules' magnificent
Yes.
draft.
Okay, but before we begin, can we get a moment of silence for Mike Jewell?
I don't
That's
know.
not silence.
This is so sad, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Mike Jewell.
Please send your likes and prayers in the comments below.
So in editing, we're gonna put in the Soviet national anthem there, right?
Yeah.
You said silence. No, but yeah,
But it would be funny.
it would be funny. In fact, it could be happening right now.
And then a picture of a sunset set with like a transparent like Jules face on it.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll probably do something funny.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
Speaking of cooking, let's see what Joe has cooked here with his team. Very interesting.
Yeah. The master of subverting the expectations of his opponent. It's Joe coaching Drunken Dracovish here in week 4, bringing in Scyther, Gouging Fire, Alolan Golem, Primarina, Corviknight, and Jolteon. And he's up against me, myself, and I, Cygnus, and the Magikarp Mayhem, still looking for our first win of the season, coming in with Darkrai, Ogerpon Wellspring, Hitmontop, Revavroom, Latias, and the Dunsparce.
Yeah, very scary matchup indeed. Like, Joe just has so many good defensive Pokemon, and we see Alolan Golem, which could have the Terra type for body push shenanigans. Corviknight always a threat. Terra Ice Jolteon, which could be coming, or Terra Ground, or whatever
Or
he may
Terra
choose.
Ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ground is what I was expecting heading into this.
Jolteon, not Jolteon, Golem also has Terra Electric, I'm pretty sure, which allows for some galvanized explosion
Boom.
shenanigans as well.
Yes, that is very possible as well. Yeah, it also has Terra
Could
Fly.
very well say boom and you die.
Boom. You're done.
Yeah, and Terra Flying just protects it from earthquakes and stuff.
That as well, yeah.
Also a good option. Yeah, and for me personally, I was very scared of Corviknight heading into here. Here, I mean, I was thinking my main option for Corviknight is Darkrai, land a Hypnosis, and deal with it that way.
Yeah,
Really
otherwise
completely
it's
yeah,
kind of hard
and-
to remove it on the special side either.
Yeah, and I was surprised that at no Deaxis defense coming in, which was one of the big reasons why the Dunsparce was brought in, just so I can like counter wall it and set up rocks. I did finally learn my lesson with the Hazard Zone. I did bring Hitmontop at least.
Yeah, improvement.
Yeah, and Terra Captain wise, I brought Revavroom, opting for Terra Fire here. Just seemed like a good bet for most things except for like Primarina.
But yeah, let's see how this game played out this week.
Here you go. Starting off, I led with Super Hans, my Dunsparce, and went up against Joe Scyther, which immediately starts with a U-turn.
Golem.
Going into that Golem.
Do we see Iron Defense? I mean, there's not much
I
Hans can
wasn't
do
entirely
other than
sure
like
what to
Earthquake,
expect
maybe.
here.
Yeah, like the
I
Toxic.
did get a toxic off on it. He sets up rocks, which that was fine by me, really. I wasn't too worried about rocks in this matchup.
Yeah.
Ice
Ice
Spinner
Spinner, very interesting choice to put on
It's just
Dunsparce.
not doing enough damage to Golem, unfortunately. There,
Maybe switch to like Latias. Oh, Darkrai.
I switched into Darkrai. It had my boot.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
very unfortunate. I was expecting a second Iron Defense,
Yeah,
and
that's
I paid the
rough.
price dearly for that.
well, you were a normal type in there, so it would make sense why he'd click that.
Yep. Yeah, definitely knew I had to get the Dunsparce out of there. I wasn't gonna be able to like fully stall against that. So I
I'm
needed to do
surprised he
something.
brought another
Unfortunately,
physical attacker out to fight Golem, but I mean, he got the job done. Kinda. I thought that killed.
not exactly. Yeah. Vroom Vroom unfortunately goes down there, but the Dunsparce's Toxic does do in the Golem, at least. Now Hitmontop comes out to face Jolteon, which here I'm immediately thinking Terra Ground, but no, it goes for Sunny Day.
Very interesting play there.
Yeah, I did manage to remove hazards for the first time all season, at least.
Nice switch, yeah. Covers most of your things unless you Terrans.
Or a Shadow Ball.
Oh yeah, or Shadow Ball. Yep.
Yeah,
Which
and
we
there was
see
a Shadow
right
Ball,
there.
which again wasn't something I really thought of. I was thinking, oh yeah, it might ground Terra here, so I went for Aura Sphere.
I'm surprised they
To
didn't
capitalize on
KO.
that. Realized that wasn't going to
Yeah.
work. I had a good amount of. I think I had a pretty decent amount of investment on Latias.
I know, this must be like a bulky Jolteon.
Yeah, Ice Spinner does get the KO onto Jolteon there, though. But it took a lot of punishment on the way.
Yeah, Han's kind of coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but out comes Gouging Fire, now getting a photosynthesis boost thanks to that Sunny Day from Jolteon.
Ooh.
Which lets it
And the
get off an
Dragon
immediate
Ants
Dragon
too.
Dance.
Oof.
Yeah, I was scared here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
At least
it's
I
a
got the
good toxic.
on
Oh, but the
fire, but
Lumberry!
then it was
Oh,
Lumberry. Yeah, when I was messaging with Joe after the game, he said the
Oh, for
Lumberry
outrage.
was his hypnosis count.
Oh, and
So it's his
Hypnosis.
hypnosis counter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It covers Hypnosis, Toxic, and your own Outrage. Oh, it's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah,
Spiky
unfortunately,
Shield.
my Spiky Shield kind of got wasted by him hitting himself with Confusing there, and then he doesn't on the next turn. So
Yeah,
Sucks.
unlucky.
if I went for an Ivy Cudgel there, things could have gone pretty differently. But just him being confused ended up messing me up.
Yeah. And I assume this pretty much seals the deal here. Oh, not yet.
Yep. Thankfully,
That's
himself
crazy.
and that seals the deal.
That sucks.
This Gouging Fire
Yeah.
is so lucky.
That's insane. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was rough.
The confusion
Yeah.
hit on Spiky Shield and then the just complete Draco miss. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's
Joe and I
unfortunate.
had a pretty. Joe and I had a pretty in-depth talk after the game, talking about our two teams, and something interesting that we didn't get to see that I wanted to bring up that he mentioned is he as a Ditto counter he did run his Primarina based around Substitute. Primarina so you could set up and take no damage as a counter for if I brought Ditto, which I found that to be interesting.
That is interesting, but it makes sense. You gotta have at least one Ditto answer, because if not, Ditto can just run through your team if it copies the right thing. Yeah, but so many unfortunate, just one like single turns that just steamrolled into this.
I feel I might have played that a little bit better than I have in past weeks at least, but just not well enough in the end. Switching in Darkrai to the body press, I think, was my biggest mistake that I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think you just got unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky or just skilled by a better opponent in the end.
Yeah.
Props to Joe. He played very
Lumberry
well.
gouging fire is crazy. But like the
Yeah.
good kind.
They're respected a lot. He said he was doing that to counter Darkrai Hypnosis, which understandable. I should probably expect like Lumberries and stuff to be probably somewhat common on opponents' teams going forward.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Next, we got
moving on to the next match.
a match that went down
Yeah,
to the wire.
Yeah, one of the most exciting matches is that we have had on our schedule all season. It is the Phoenix Proteans against the Baneful Bayonets. And for the Phoenix Proteans, Armando's rolling in with Rillaboom, Hitmonlee, Galarian Weezing, the one and only Volbeat, Greninja, and Ursaring.
My
And on the
goal!
other side,
Yeah!
on the other side for the Baneful Bayonets, M is running with Gliscor, Iron Treads, Iron Bundle, Latios, Scovillain, and Toxapex. A very fearsome team in its own right as well.
Yeah, I actually helped both people prep for each other here, so...
Wait, is that legal?
Yeah.
I
was very interested to see how this game turned out, and I'll be watching it, I guess, for the first time right now.
Yeah,
I
while
know
I was
crystal
team
stuff.
building, Cleavor was my last Pokemon for the longest time. But like in practice against Daniel, I felt like Cleavor just wasn't getting much use, so like I last minute switched to Ursaring, which he did put in, and he did important work. But I don't know, maybe it could have kept Cleavor. But
yeah, I mean, Ursaring's been doing well. Ursaring's been doing well for you this season.
I think he has picked up a kill every game
Putting in
he's
good work.
come, at least. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, also Volbeat
Yeah,
baby.
I've seen 3 games played, 4 kills, 1 death.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he
For
has gotten
Ursaring.
1 kill at least each game. But yeah, M had a very scary team, very hard walls to break through, specifically Toxapex.
Yeah, I mean, Gliscor, Treads, Toxapex, and it can also deal really good damage with like Scovillain, Latios, and Bundle as well.
Yeah, I saw Scovillain, I was like, oh, what is Scovillain doing here? What is he bringing to these streets?
I mean, I guess it matches up like pretty well into like Rillaboom and Volbeat, I guess. Like on paper.
Yeah, but no way M thought I was bringing Volbeat enough to bring Scovillain. It's probably specifically for Rillaboom. And I guess
that makes the most
Greninja
sense.
maybe.
Yeah, and I mean, Scovillain, I just feel is very underrated Pokemon in general too.
I like Scovillain a lot. Little jalapeno.
Yeah. And Sco also is one of M's Terra Captains, having access to Fire, Water, and Fairy. Yeah. Here we go with Ursaring against Toxapex. Paranormal coming out from Ursaring with Facade. Not doing that much though. It is a Toxapex he's against.
Ooh, the Toxic here. That might
That
help Armando out here.
Facade, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the grassy terrain kind of mitigates the effect of infestation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little confused because M did opt to bring Protect instead of Baneful Bunker, assuming it was to not activate Guts, but then also Toxic me. So, Oko?
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
interesting. Yeah, that boost from the Toxic will do it. Toxapex goes down as the first mon. Well done by Ursaring after a fortunate occurrence of getting poisoned there. As we're seeing both players now pivoting to Gliscor and Weezing. Brick Break is not going to do much, and the Rocky Helmet on Weezing makes Gliscor take more damage than he gave out.
Unfortunate miss.
Oh, the miss.
Yeah, very unfortunate miss by Strange Team there.
Yeah.
And the gas is gone. Weezing swaps out for Rillaboom's return. He'll eat up that Earthquake, especially with grassy terrain now up.
Yeah.
Very nice
Earthquake rather, grassy terrain nerfing the power of Earthquake by half is really important in this matchup when
Yeah.
M has
And
two
another-
very potent ground types.
Yeah. Another timely protect by M brings Glasgow back up to full health, and in comes Iron Treads, facing Weezing in a matchup that I think Treads likes a fair amount here.
Yeah, goodbye, Doug.
Yeah.
And yep, there goes the switch back to Rillaboom.
Yeah, it takes no damage though under grassy terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using Earthquake as a main attacking move on multiple parts of your team, going against grassy terrain is a rough matchup. But Rillaboom does get a hefty hit onto Scoville in here. But the grassy
Ooh,
terrain is gone, and the burn does get applied to Rillaboom.
Mm.
Now he just does normal damage because it was banded.
Yeah, nice pivot out to Hitmonlee.
Ooh, the crit though.
The flamethrower critical hit makes it take off a lot of Hitmonlee's health. And now Scoville goes for the Theory type. But that brings it right into the Sucker Punch, which takes it out. Gliscor makes his return back at full health. Picking up a Sucker Punch, but this Earthquake is not nerfed. Hitmonlee goes down. That's Armando's first loss of the game. As Rillaboom brings that grassy terrain right back in.
Interesting protect on the U-turn here.
Yeah, I like that. Also, with the Toxic Heal, it stalls just enough to get Gliscor back up to full HP once again. And the knockoff gets rid of the choice bands on Rillaboom. But Rilla does pivot out with U-turn back into Weezing.
That could either prove to be good. That could maybe bite him in the ass later on now that Rillaboom has access to more than one move per switch.
Yeah, and a
Damn,
critical hit on
crazy crit
King's
there.
Heal. And with no more poison heal, that Toxic Orb ended up dealing the finishing blow to Gliscor.
That was Doug's
Yeah.
first kill this season.
Well, does it really count as a kill for Doug even? I mean, it was the poison that was self-inflicted that did it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, Doug is the reason that the poison was self-inflicting, so I don't know.
True,
I think it does.
Although, in comes Volbeat just outright against Iron Bundle here.
Sweeper Volbeat, baby! Aw.
Probably one of the bigger surprises. We'd like to see this. Not sure it'll do as well to Iron Treads, though, but Treads is trapped in with Infestation.
For now, we know it has Voltage already, so.
Yeah. Volbeat not fearing the elephant, heals up with a Roost. But the Rapid Spin frees it and raises its speed. But the Encore from Volbeat. Love to see Volbeat putting in the work here.
Frango coming out,
As
but
Frango
Rapid Spin
himself
does
switches
do
into another
a
Rapid
lot of-
Spin. And it just keeps building up that speed under the Encore. But then Surf makes it all meaningless.
Yeah.
And now Battle Bond has procced. Form though.
Yeah, I did the calcs later. I was faster there, but I decided not to risk it in the case that I wasn't.
It's understandable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unfortunately, Freeze Dry takes out Cranky, and Battle Bond stat boosts are removed as of now. But Volbeat comes back in with the favorable matchup into the bundle. Probably why the U-turn happened here. As Latios makes his debut in this fight. There's the Infestation chipping down at Latios. Volbeat heals up once again. It really is surprising how good a tank Volbeat is.
Yeah, Volbeat has actually insane defenses, if we're being honest here.
Yeah.
And then the Encore.
Oh, but turnabout is fair play, my friend, as we see Volbeat being the recipient of the Encore this time.
Yeah, I saw the Encore. Not gonna lie, I shit my pants live. That was like, oh, Encore? Encore on me? No, that's my gimmick.
No more grassy terrain for the rest of this match. But with this Roost Encore, just Bundle's just not able to do enough damage, just kind of keeping things in a bit of a stalemate here for the time being. A good switch out to Ursaring's return. It does manage to take that freeze dry enough, and a facade here can be just devastating. But Iron Bundle is the faster Pokemon, and down goes Ursaring. We are 2v2 now.
Yeah, I needed a sack so I could stop being encored into that move.
Yeah, makes sense.
Still though,
Oh,
30 damage, 30%.
37%. As Bundles pivots out to Latios.
Yeah,
Going
I
right
read the
into that
switch.
infestation once again. Yeah. But the flip turn comes in, letting them get Bundle back out. But the Giga Drain does it. Volbeat picks up a KO in his Season 2 debut. And Latios is all that remains for M. Lusterford's doing a solid 41%. But the infestation up and going to be chipping away at it.
This infestation chip can prove really pivotal for Armando here.
Especially with Armando just having Roost. He'll be able to outlast it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got encored before. So my roosts are running out very quickly because of the encore before.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Draco Meteor does
a lot there,
definitely more than Luster Purge. Yeah. But there is a special attack drop now that cannot be removed. Luster Purge just won't do enough here.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point I'm out of Roost PP.
The Giga Drain is crazy there, by the way.
Yeah. Draco Meteor does eventually do Volbeat in, but it is now at 1/3 its normal special attack. Latios is up against Greninja, who can easily clean up as it does right here. Very well played, very close match.
Yeah, crazy close match.
At the end was Armando's Greninja with 33% health. Very well played by both players.
Yeah, it went down to the wire. There was so many like small texts from both teams there that was just making it go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to sock off a couple months to make sure I could keep my momentum, specifically with Volbeat, because Volbeat was putting in work. He was kind of going crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy, this matchup is crazy.
Yeah, this team kind of scared me a little bit when prepping. I had to bring out some unusual strategies to
repping the Judgment Day. We have 6 stalwartly standing Pokemon in Electivire, Meowscarada, Flygon, Blastoise, Klefki, and Annihilape. I can't wait to see if Annihilape could do something this time around.
Nah, Annihilape stays on the bench.
For you.
and on the other side of the Indiana Infernape's coached by Kora Sensei, we have Clodsire, Barraskewda, Pelipper, Scizor, Arcalodon, and Bellibolt. Interestingly enough, it's a rain team rep by the Sprite of Flannery.
What do you mean? Flannery's a water type user.
Just because you like a character doesn't mean you have to use their Pokemon.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Flannery's cool.
Now, I will say, I was helping Daniel prep for this, and Skunk Tank kind of went crazy, but Skunk Tank is not here, unfortunately. Instead, opted for Clodsire and Bellibolt here.
I forgot he had Skunk Tank.
Skunk Tank's kind of a monster. With Rocky Helmet Aftermath?
Yeah. And it's a Terra Captain, too.
Yeah, with Terra Flying to mitigate your ground weakness, it kind of goes crazy. But we do see Bellibolt and Clodsire instead. More bulky mons.
Terra Captain wise, I am seeing you bringing Flygon in, Daniel, with its options of ground, water, and normal Terra, up against Kora Sensei's Bellibolt with Electric Water Fairy as the Terra options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am surprised for the Bellibolt Terra bringing here, just because Electivire and Flygon exist on this team, and both of them just stop electric moves entirely. So.
Yeah, I mean, then again, I haven't really brought either of these two to a game, really. So,
yeah,
I could see why if he wasn't, like, prepping for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is... Electivire's first game of the season, I'm seeing.
And technically Blastoise is first, since he did not do anything in his game against Levin.
Yeah.
And in that case, it's also Annihilate's first game. Yay!
Yeah. Or is it? We'll find out.
The world may never know.
Yeah, let's see how we get going. And there is Blastoise in the lead for Daniel, up against Pelipper. Water-type extravaganza here, as Drizzle gets off, but Pelipper U-turns right out of there to bring in the beast Archaludon. But Blastoise raises its speed well with a rapid spin, but that also triggers the boost of Archaludon's own with stamina boost. Good job taking that Aura Sphere. And Draco Meteor does a solid amount, but the special attack drop is something to worry about.
I was very confused as to why he did not click Electroshot there, but you know what? I was
Yeah.
pretty happy about it.
Yeah, that is
Well, there's
interesting.
but it's a nerfed one, letting Blastoise survive. And gotta say, I really like the pick of Rain-Dish Blastoise into an opposing rain team.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a hard predict, thinking you're immediately gonna switch to Electivire. But
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could've been.
Possibility.
I felt like it wasn't
Or,
that bad of a position
Flygon.
to. Oh yeah, or Flygon.
Or
I
even
think he was predicting Flygon.
Or even Meowscarada would have been hit super effective by Aura Sphere. But a Weather Ball deals solid damage to Klefki there.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was
But
a lot more
with the
than I
light
thought.
screen, but the light screen saves Klefki from being 2-hit KO'd, as now both screens are up very big on Daniel's end. As Archaludon makes his return without the defense boost, but also, crucially, without that special attack drop from Draco.
Oh, but yeah, the switching.
There's the Electro Shot, but Electivire is expertly switched into it. That does nothing but just proc Motor Drive.
Yeah, it
And
finally got the
Cross-
crit.
Critical hit! I didn't mean it!
Yeah!
To take out
See, I told you,
Archaludon.
Daniel, you were
Now it
getting
comes
rid of all the bad
Belly
luck. All the bad luck in practice.
Yeah.
You got the crit when it mattered,
It
baby.
really mattered though, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably didn't.
but it's funny
And
though.
here's Belly Bolt getting a Toxic onto Electivire. That Cross Shots is not going to do enough, and Belly Bolt is building up these charges with Electromorphosis. And heals with Slack Off on top of that. As Poison just chips away at Electivire. This is putting in good work to stall out these screens.
Yeah.
But now out comes Flygon, also eating the Toxic. But is much better positioned to deal with Belly Bolt, which Core Sensei recognizes as he makes a good switch into Pelipper. But that gives an opportunity for Stealth Rocks to come out.
Ooh, yeah, trying to dissuade some of the switching here.
Yeah.
And
And there's a Water Terra on that Flygon. Very nice.
Very bold with the Dragon Dance, despite being toxic. Maybe get a couple hits off.
Yeah, just doing damage while it
Switching
can, I
to
guess.
Clodsire.
Yeah.
Clodsire comes out. This thing is a wall.
Had Thunder Punch been revealed at that point? Because that feels like a strange switch.
I don't think it has been, no.
No, it was not.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
wonder
the
why they switched to.
Earthquake just one-hit KOs the Clodsire.
Yeah, because if you see
Maybe
a
he saw
a
that in the
Flygon,
move list.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
still
maybe, I'm not sure.
interesting. But yeah, Barraskewda just picks that up because he is a monster in the rain.
Yeah, Barraskewda is just so powerful and gets a nice flip turn in here. Going back out to
Yeah.
Belly Bolt.
He's off the bench! Using taunt. He's taunting him! Off the bench and taunting right off the bat!
Annihilate itself the
He's
taunt.
feeling himself!
Very well done.
Ooh, we got the Scizor. Scizor can be kind of scary.
There comes out, but
Start
that
setting up
just
the bulk
gives
ups.
the Ape a chance to bulk up.
The double.
Twice, in fact. That's 2 bulk ups.
Oh, two can play at this game. Oh.
The rain has ended now, but Pelipper is still up. So.
Oh, predicting
Another
the
taunt
double sword
stopping that
stance.
Sword stance. And Drain Punch dealing a mighty 83% there.
Trailblaze. Ooh.
Trailblaze goes off, just won't do enough after with double defense on Annihilate.
Ooh, yeah, Bullet Punch still
It still
does
does a good chunk though due to that
Yeah.
double attack.
Well, yeah, it did get a sword stance off after all, but in the end, Scizor goes down to another Drain Punch. And Ape just gets some of his health back.
Yeah, leftovers.
Reigns back up as
Interesting.
Pelipper comes in.
Ooh,
Weather Ball just falling short of the KO there. And out comes the Rage Fist. Down
2
goes
kills.
And here comes the Giant Fist!
Pelipper. Barraskewda's out, just looking to pick up that swift KO. In the ring.
Yeah, nice cleanup.
Yep, that liquidation will do it. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And he has felled the mighty territorial Ratbart.
Interesting switch.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by it,
Ooh, well,
but
it does
maybe
block
he
the
was
Thunder
trying to
Wave.
read the
Yeah,
T-Wave.
it did work out, but still. A lot of very bold
Yeah, I
switches
mean, I could
and
definitely see
decisions.
wanting to. I could definitely see wanting to get a Thunder Wave onto Barraskewda like that.
Mhm.
Klefki was at 2 HP this turn, by the way.
Wow.
Crit
Oh,
Klefki's a
right?
survivor.
Yeah, the crit definitely mattered. You had both screens up. It 100% mattered.
Yeah.
And there's Meowscarada.
Yeah, Meowscarada can just
his
clean up
turn.
here.
It is
Ooh.
Protean,
Still lives though.
being a
Bulky
full
belly
grass
bolt.
type now. And Scarada's on a timer too now. But one more flower trick will do it, and all that remains is Barraskewda against a pure grass Protean Meowscarada with both screens up.
Yeah, I was kind of scared that if he had like Ice Fang or something, I was done for. Because
Yeah.
Barraskewda would just mess me up, but thankfully he had close combat, which didn't kill thanks to screens.
Yeah, also Protean removing your fighting weakness.
Yeah, very good
Yeah.
Protean there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what an interesting set. A lot of interesting switch-ins, but some of the predictions worked out, so. Yeah, just a lot of back and forth decision making. That kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it went out of control or if it was just Annihilate finally getting off the bench and doing numbers.
Yeah.
Hmm,
The
Yeah,
ape
good
has
stuff,
been
though.
unleashed.
thank you.
I like to think that Rachis actually became even stronger than it normally would because of his rage of having to sit on the bench in the previous matches.
He was so mad that he was on the bench for that long. He just did double.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Me neither.
I mean, I guess because Zapdos wasn't there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, butter's very
Anyway.
smooth, and you know what else is smooth? This match between Swamp Boss and Levin here, both going 0-3 so
Yeah.
far in the season, but so one of them will finally pick up a win.
Yes. Yes, very exciting getting to see someone get their first win regardless in this match, and it is two exciting players with some unorthodox picks finding their way, but one of them will come out on top here. I'm very excited to see how it plays out here as we see
Yeah.
Persona Furret with Furret, Alolan Ninetales, Dragonite, Clefable, Uxie, and Leafeon up against the one and only Ludicrous Lugias, our favorite metronome-themed team with Mew, Snorlax, Magmortar, Gardevoir, Tornadus Therian, and Jeffrey himself, Sableye.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. Alongside M and Armando's match, this was the match I was looking the most forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a very fun matchup. Both very fun Pokemon picked on both drafts here. You know, the GOAT round 1
Will
Furret
it-
pick, and then the Metronome team.
Yep. Which
We
will
get to see how
prevail,
they
Furret
clash.
or Metronome?
We will see live who prevails.
N or Lieutenant Surge? Is the Furret lead up against Big Aegis Piplup
Quick Claw,
himself
Big Aegis
with a
Piplup
Quick
coming up,
Claw.
and it
And the
activated
Quick Claw
Stealth Rock.
lets him get the
Stealth
Stealth
Rock.
Rocks up.
Oh no!
What happened on the same turn? He had the read.
Pinchy. Oh my god, that did a lot.
Pinchy comes
Oh, with the
out,
flame body!
Takes over half.
The flame body coming in clutch.
Yeah, the flame body's big there.
And that
And
means you
it
can
lifts
live the
double
double
edge
edge.
thanks to that burn drop. thanks to the burn.
Oh my god, that was such an important burn there.
Flamethrower brings it down.
The momentum
and
in Levin's
Pinchy
side
gets
now.
the first KO of the game. But out comes
Ooh.
Clefable as the next challenger.
Kazuya
He
Mishima.
swaps out to Kazuya Mishima.
Choice specs for boots.
Pick for
Oh my god,
Thunder
electric!
Punch.
It's
Rational from
electric!
both sides.
He's using electric wind god fist.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness.
But Piplup coming back out.
Biggest Piplup back out. Snow is now up for Mega Snap. We could see Aurora Veil, and that is indeed what we see.
The Psychic
Yeah.
Fangs!
Psychic Fangs, get rid of it right away.
The psychic fangs.
Goated!
Levin making the hype plays here. The big reads.
Lunge, lowering
Lunge
that
is-
attack stat.
That doesn't matter with Ninetales.
And then we
And
see a
then comes
nasty
Nasty
plot
Plot.
here. Ooh. Psychic Fang's doing a decent chunk here.
Yeah.
Oh, and it lives the
The
Moon Blast.
doing a lot too.
Oh my
And taking the
god!
special attack. But Biggie just Piplup has the resolve. Biggie just Piplup.
Big just Piplup eats those for breakfast. Oh,
Big-
metronome,
the metronome!
what we see?
Low kick!
Oh, low kick.
That low kick matters, I'm telling you. Yuxi has focus
He
sash and...
misses.
Oh,
Come
he
on, let's
missed!
see it again. Oh,
The lunge crit!
And Lunge gets a critical hit.
the lunge crit is crazy.
Sunny Days put up.
Oh my goodness. Big Age's Piplup putting in mad work. Oh, but the U-turn finally
But
picks up the KO.
Eventually, even the strongest
Yeah.
warriors must fall eventually. As in comes
Comes
Whoa.
Leafeon, yeah.
Mario
A
3
very
Genie.
comes in.
surprising threat here from Swamp
Good
Boss.
from those rocks.
Oh, the Rock Terra!
Oh no! Oh wow! Getting ballsy here.
Well.
This could be very bad for Levin's team here.
Air slash.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it does
pick
pick
up
up the
the
KO.
rock.
Obliterates the Mario 3 GD. R.I.P.
Kazuya Mishima.
Because Mishima is
Hit him
back.
with electric. Oh,
Kazuya
burn!
Mishima.
Even better.
Burn, baby, burn! But Solar Blade doesn't mean regardless. Wow.
Kazuya the goat.
I mean, I know it had Swords Dance, it was in the sun, but it was still burnt. I'm surprised it's that much.
I mean, the burnt and the sword stance kind of cancel out.
I guess, yeah. But Snorlax is tanking that.
Yeah, stall out the sun turns.
Yep, Resto Chesto from Wario. Solar Blade coming in. Does just barely over half. That
Oh,
is
but the
still
Rock
super
Terra
low.
getting super effective with the Earthquake now.
Yes. So Wario finally getting those earthquakes in a good sense now. There's Fable.
Healing Wish? Interesting.
Healing Wish is
What?
crazy.
What's he healing? Yuxi, I guess.
Yuxi, yeah.
Yuxi back up to full. Snorlax is asleep. What? And we are not seeing Sleep Talk. Gardevoir switches in instead.
The U-turn setting up Reflect for possibly a multi-scale Dragonite. Oh, Dragon Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, does not pick up the KO. Gets Fly. But the Destiny Bond! Oh!
The Destiny Bond.
There's nothing he can do! He's stuck in the
my
Fly!
God. Oh my god!
The genius play!
Bye, Dragonite. And Reflect is gone now. Yuxi is
Pinchy!
all that remains.
No!
But
Pinchy.
Pinchy goes down
The
to the rock.
Pinchy.
The differential!
All that- it's a 1v1. Propane versus Wario. But Wario's asleep. That Reflect is put...
The Snorlax remains asleep.
He's awake.
Interesting
What does he do?
U-turn.
He does
Body
nothing.
slam.
Just chipping down a little bit. Won't do much with that Reflect up. As U-turn continues to chip down Snorlax.
Metronome?
But here
Metronome,
comes
what do we
Metronome.
see?
We get
Dragon
Dragon Breath.
Breath.
Takes out immediately 8%. As Propane looking in a good position to finish things up for Swamp Boss here, but the rest will heal it all up again.
What could possibly happen here? It looks like
still
Yuxi
here.
is set to
Reflect
take
wears
it
off.
slowly, but
And it's back now. Yeah. yeah, just grinding it out here.
Yeah, just
Wario wakes
whittling
up.
down with that U-turn here.
Wario uses
Oh,
Earthquake.
the
Oh,
Earthquake!
the
Uses
levitate!
Levitate.
It can only do
Unfortunately,
damage with
Joe
Body
Pete
Slam and
there.
Metronome. No paralysis.
Come on, we need to see more metronomes.
Metronome's gotta come in clutch, I
Yeah.
believe.
Here we go. It's metronome.
Throw chop!
It's throw chop.
Super
Does a
effective!
decent amount of damage. U-turn comes in, both Pokemon under half health, but never mind, as another rest comes up again.
Yeah, it does
As
look like
Reflect
Yuxi
wears
has
off,
no
this
way
is
to
looking
heal
mighty
itself.
familiar. Yeah, in the Battle of Longevity, Wario's built more to win here.
Oh my goodness.
This is just a war of attrition here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Both
Still
of these
not
players
switched up,
want
though.
their first win so
Metronome
badly
comes
here.
in.
Bounce!
It's
He's
a
flying! It's a flying
Wario
Snorlax!
takes to the sky!
It's a bird! It's a
Let's
plane!
go,
No!
Bison.
Setup.
And still no paralysis. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but the T-Wave coming out
Speaking of
though.
paralysis, there's the Thunder Wave.
Metronome?
But Metronome comes through.
Headbutt!
We
It's
get
kind of
headbutt.
optimal.
What?
Does it get a flinch? Oh wait, no, 1 second. I'm dumb.
It's flinching the mental here. Oh, but
Yeah.
Body Slam with no more
Body
reflect.
slam.
It's down to 5% HP. I think just one more body slam
Oh
will do
my
it with or without
God.
reflect.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there it is.
we go!
Ludicrous Nugias
Let's
get their first
go!
win of the season.
Oh my goodness. What a what a battle of sheer will there. The last two Pokemon.
Let's go.
Incredible.
A battle of the legends.
Oh my god.
Was this commentary the most excited anyone's ever gotten to see Throat Chop?
I feel like honestly everything that could have went right for 11 went right. With the metronomes, the switches, the fly into Destiny Bond. Like, oh my god. It was amazing.
Yeah, also, I get wanting to preserve Yuxi, but the Healing Wish was a very curious move there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if Clefable could have done more to contribute, aside from just that.
Yeah, Clefable could have been problematic because it's already a hard Pokemon sort of move, and it does get healing moves, unlike Yuxi. Which Yuxi had no
I
way to
think it
heal
just
itself.
really depends on the moveset.
Hmm. But yeah, very close, very fun game there between Levin and Jason there.
And here we go to our next match. Both these players had very exciting week 3s, as we have Jamez and the New York Glimmettes here with Hisuian Samurott, Iron Valiant, Baxcalibur, Chi-Yu, Excadrill, and Zapdos. Looking to make the New York Glimmettes looking to make their mark, coming just ahead of the New York Mets debut as MLB season's getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we have Marcus and the Rose-Tinted Lenses, who had the legendary Vivian sweep in week 3. Looking to see what Marcus can follow that up with, as we see Quaquaval, Volcarona, King Gambit, Garganacl, Landorus Incarnate, and the one and only Vivian.
Yeah, both teams looking very similar to kind of what they have been for the most part this whole season.
Yeah.
JMass kind of has no choice in that matter. Mark is kind of opting for more sweeper type Pokemon on his team. But yeah,
I mean, thus far it's been working out very well for Jamez so far, though. I
Mm.
mean, he is undefeated through the first 3 weeks.
yeah, I mean, and it's kind of hard to not see why, because look at these Pokemon: Iron Valiant, Zapdos, Baxcalibur. Like, he has all the tools he needs with
Yep.
just these 6.
It may be a limited team, but these 6 are so good it kind of doesn't matter almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as scary as they are, there's a lot of scary snowball Pokemon on the other side. Marcus with the Vivian, with the Slay Monster, Quaquaval, the Dancing Moth, and King Gambit that could
Yep.
just sweep it all in the end.
Corona and Guard can
Yeah.
just bring things big time and set up Salt Cures.
Mm-hmm.
Lando's a force.
Force of nature.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's see how this matchup
Let's
plays
go
out.
right on over.
Yeah.
See this Clash of the Titans off. Samurai in the lead. This thing has been dominant this season. Up against Landorus first and foremost. Stealth Rock and Ceaseless Edge. Pretty typical beginning.
Ooh,
But the focus,
focus
blast
blast.
gets Samurai down to its sash. But
Yeah.
Razor Shell will just straight up pick up the kill, and Samurai adds to his already impressive kill count this season.
Yeah,
Quaver comes
Samurot's
in to
been
take it
pulling
on.
in some really good numbers from J-Maz here.
Staying in
there's
is interesting.
Cecil's Edge setting up Spike Slayer number 2.
Giving it a free
But down
Moxie.
it goes to the Rapid Spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moxie and a Rapid Spin also giving a speed boost and removing those 2 layers of spikes that been set up over the first 2 turns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
Rapid
good
Spin
turn there from
Does the same as
Marcus.
Aqua Step. Yeah.
Yeah,
there.
but Zapdos
Oh,
backs
but full
up well
switch.
here, and
Still
down
just
goes
picks up the KO.
Quavo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a weakness of having a team relying so much on setup. It gets harder to switch your mons out because you risk losing those boosts that you built up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you have a team built so much around that, it limits your ability to switch a lot.
And also losing Landorus so early
Yeah.
kind of makes it hard against Zapdos.
Yeah,
Well,
Fire Dance.
Garganacl can still do some
Yeah.
some things.
Fiery Dance just takes Excadrill right out. We are at 2v2. And here
Here
comes Valiant.
J-Maz's
Cork Drive
other
boosting its
MVP.
speed.
Ooh, and it does make
and
it faster.
does give it enough speed to outspeed Quiver Dance and Volcarona, and the Psyshock will get the KO. Out comes Gambit looking for revenge, but Aura Sphere comes out and picks up an Oko.
That's crazy.
Vivian trying to stand up to this menace. It's Ghost Terra. But Valiant
it
went for
does take it.
Psyshock, not for another Aura Sphere.
Ah, but it misses the sleep
Oh,
powder.
Sleep Powder
Sleep
misses.
Powder
Very
miss!
unfortunate. That could have changed everything about this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
But instead Psyshock gets up,
Unbelievable.
and all that remains is Garg.
That sucks.
Yeah, because if it gets a sleep powder, it kind of just gets the quiver for free.
Yeah, there's Salt Kill on
Yeah.
it, but I don't think that really matters now at this point.
Yeah. Now it's
53%
just
health, that's exactly how much Aura Sphere did last time.
the battle for differential here. Try to get
Or
the
does
Iron Valiant
protect,
down.
but the read of that, setting up a combine just to make sure that the next one will kill.
Yeah, I like
and
that
there we
combo.
go.
Yeah, and there it
That's
goes.
game. Iron Valiant just snowballed there just with one boost that happened to be in the exact right spot, and that was Quark Drive boosting Valiant's speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being able to outspeed Quiver Dance Volcarona just turned everything around. Then of
Very
course,
well played.
the miss of that sleep powder was very unfortunate for Marcus.
Yeah, I really like the prep there from J-Man's opting the speed. Because it really did make the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I can't really say Marcus played too badly there, aside from maybe letting Landorus go down a bit early. Otherwise, though, I mean, I feel Marcus played well, but J-Maz just had things in his favor with that very powerful Snowbally Iron Valiant.
hmm Maybe King Gambit could have run maybe like Sash, just to make sure it survived one, because there's so many things that's quad weak to, or like fighting being so present with Iron Valiant on the team.
Yeah, especially with King Gambit
also
not being
Chi-Yu as
allowed
well.
to Terra in that format.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, Marcus didn't play bad. It's just
No, yeah.
Jameis has prepped well and got lucky with the sleep powder.
I mean, I guess maybe he could have switched Quavel out against Zapdos, but that's also the trade-off. Do you really want to get rid of the Rapid Spin and Moxie boost that you just built up?
hmm Yeah. Yeah, still very good play from both.
But yeah, and the
Yeah.
Quark Drive being in speed was massive.
Speed matters a lot, and speaking
we
of
go.
speed, we got Dragapult coming back. Practically the fastest
Yes,
mon
we
in our
have-
format right now.
Last but certainly not least, we have our final match of the week with starting in with Skeletino's Skeletor Superstars, and the Speed Demon himself, Dragapult, is joined by Garchomp, Thunderous Incarnate, Tinkaton, Satitan, and Appleton making... Is this Appleton's debut?
I think so.
Not sure.
Let me see, Appleton. Yes, it is his debut.
Oh, let's go. The triple dragon
And-
types.
Alright.
And on the other side, Hunter and the Wayward Weaviles are bringing in the first overall pick, Great Tusk, along with Weavile, Midday Lycanroc, Sylveon, Raging Bolt, and Farigiraf. I'm very excited to see Farigiraf getting some use in singles here.
I will say,
Yeah.
Weavile kind of cleans up this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark for
Yeah, I mean, I
Dragapult,
guess
ice, like, oof.
I guess Tinkaton is the main obstacle it faces.
Yeah, but even then, it's kind of hard
Yep.
for Weavile not to
But
succeed here.
does Tinkerton really want to deal with Great Tusk?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, but Tinkerton actually does really
But-
good against everything else other than Great Tusk. I mean, Weavile, Lycanroc.
Yeah.
Oh. Both teams have one Pokemon that
Yeah,
kind of
not-
just sweeps.
Hey, from week 3, I can tell you firsthand just how effective Tinkerton can be when used right.
Mhm.
I've been on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, especially with Skeletino's key strat of protecting every other turn to make sure that what is
Yeah.
the bonk
Gigaton
gets
hammer,
maximum
yeah.
damage.
Think
Yeah,
smartly
Gigaton.
around your Gigaton Hammer.
Yeah. Very fun strategy. But we'll see which Pokemon gets to perform better here in this battle. Well, there we see Tinkerton leading off.
Tinkerton is the lead
Oh, but the tower.
against Great
The
Tusk.
pizza tower.
Tinkerton was also the lead week 1, setting up Stealth Rocks at the start, but Skeletino not liking the matchup, as we were discussing, switching into Thunderous.
Oh, Pepino! He climbed the
As he-
tower! Oh, with booster energy. Ooh.
Raging
Pizza
Bolt,
Tower.
Launching,
That thing is a monster
Grass
with
Knot
booster energy.
Thunderous. I respect the Grass Knot play there,
Mhm.
speaking of someone who's used it on another genie in the past.
Oh. This is kind of
But-
scary. With booster and with a Calm Mind
that's-
setup. Thunderclap, yeah. Thunderclap is
Thunderclap
crazy.
does so much there, even to the bulky Tinkerton. And Gigaton Hammer just won't do enough.
We see switch? No switch, just protect.
Nope. Going for the protect. Thunderclap fails there, but I'd say just
I mean, are you
Thunderclap
faster?
here is probably
You are
the
no,
easy
you might not
option.
be faster, yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta go for Thunderclap.
There it goes, and down goes Tinkerton. Probably Skeletino's most valuable Pokemon in this matchup, being the
Ooh.
first one down. That's
It
pretty
does
big.
live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, very good
And that-
HP investment there.
and that makes a big difference. Send me the paste. As there's the knockoff. Finally taking down the Beast of Raging Bolt, but out comes Weavile with its main check on this team being gone right now, being the Tinkerton.
Ooh, Travax onto this
Triple
Titan.
Axle, 1 hit, 2
Ooh,
hit,
still
3
does a
hit,
decent
does
chunk.
a sizable amount.
Yeah.
Oh, knockoff just picks up the KO
And then
there.
knockoff finishes it off.
Agua Berry.
Skeletino wasn't able to set up the snow to activate the Slush Rush.
Yeah.
Now-
Yay,
Appleton.
Appleton, but it's gonna. Oh, the switch.
Oh,
The Terra, maybe?
switching out?
Yeah, Terra Steel.
Interesting. Ah, Steel Terra.
Ah.
Yeah, smart.
It is
yeah.
a Terra Captain.
Good read from both players' parts.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Steel Terra does work well against Sylveon too.
Yeah.
Especially carrying Terra Blast like that.
Yeah, Steel Appleton kind of goes crazy here, but Great Tusk could be coming out. Oh no, we see
No,
Lycanroc.
it's like
Terra Captain? Yeah, fighting.
Yep, fighting Terra.
Yeah, close combat picks
Yeah,
up the
That close
KO there.
combat will
Combat.
do it in. Yep.
Makes sense.
Shiny Lycanroc looks
Takes
so
the
cool.
defense shots, but it's worth it getting rid of that. I mean, now I think Weavile's just safe for the rest. But here comes Farigiraf to fight Dragapult.
Fake Pepino.
Psychic Fang's not going to do much. U-turn will, though, going into Thunderous now. I'm interested to see what Farigiraf goes for here.
Oh,
And it's
Trick Room.
Break room.
That just
That's
cripples Dragapult even more
crazy.
so.
Yeah, the best way to outspeed Dragapult is to make it the slowest Pokemon on the
Ooh.
field. Oh, but
If
it lives the
Fizz
second
Berry's
Hyper
knocked off,
Voice.
A 1% living of Thunderous lets it take
1
down
That was
the
a very
Giraffe.
unfortunate roll. It did 52 last time and then 47. Oh,
And out comes
Yeah.
Tusk, getting off just an easy Ice Spinner under Trick Room. All that's left is Dragapult, the fastest mon in the draft, but there is a turn of Trick Room left. Ice Spinner almost gets the KO, but not quite. like a
Yeah.
finish. It's just not going to do enough, though.
Yeah, Tusk might pull out the win here. Oh,
oh.
Switching to
very
Weavile.
interesting.
He wants Weavile to pick up the KO.
I guess so.
It lives the
Sucker
Dragon
Punch.
Darts.
Oh, Ice Shard, yeah.
And then Ice Shard
Sure.
finishes things off. A 6-3 win for Hunter and the Wayward Weaviles.
Yeah,
That was a nice, exciting game to finish off our week 4 here.
good prep from
Yeah.
both teams. The Terra Captains both did work, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Terra Steel Appleton, if not gotten rid of immediately, that thing could have been just a force to deal with a lot of Hunter's team well,
Yeah.
but the fighting Lycanroc happened to be a perfect counter to it.
Mhm.
One thing I was actually hoping to see would be on Fergarath's death. It would have been a crazy play if he switched in Weavile there, since Weavile doesn't outspeed Dragapult. It just goes faster than an in Trick Room and wins that way. I feel like that would have been
Yeah.
really funny.
Well, I mean, nothing outspeeds Dragapult anyway.
Yeah.
Except for Regieleki, but no one picked it.
Yeah,
and
so
it
nothing
kinda
outspeeds
sucks.
it. Yeah, without Terra, it
God,
sucks.
that's weird hearing Lecky sucking coming from Dub.
It sucks in singles without Terra, I will say that much.
Yeah, because in Sword and Shield VGC, that thing was a force.
Yeah.
But yeah. Looking
Yeah,
at the
here
standings
we
for
are
this
looking
week.
at the standings in week 2, when we see 3 teams remain undefeated.
I have fallen. My differential.
Laments,
No.
The Judgment Day and the Phoenix Proteans, which are all at a very impressive 4-0, but Daniel and James's teams are tied for first place due to the differential of plus 16, though Armando's has gone up a point,
My differential.
a point from our previous week, going from 13 to 14, but Daniel and James went up by larger margins. which
It's
keeps
not
the difference
fair.
at the top.
I had to fight Joe and M. No.
And at the bottom, while similar to the top, we have 3 teams still looking for their first win. My own Magikarp Mayhem, the Long Island Gastrodons, formerly coached by Mike Jewell, but now coached by Ethan Cloud X, the Twitter man, and Persona Ferret, coached by Swamp Boss, all looking for their first win. Persona Ferret having 1 point better of differential than the other 2. Be interesting to see who can pull out that first win first, and who will be the last undefeated team standing at the top as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd also like to bring some attention to the playoff bubble, where you see Taboo's Ages of Shieldon being 2-2 due to the Long Island Gastrodons having to forfeit due to Jules leaving. They're at 2-2 with a -4 differential, being 4 KOs behind the tie for 7th between Core Sensei and Skelecino. No. Oh, and then M with a +4 differential, also at 2-2, staying a bit ahead of them. Those are the main teams to watch in our playoff race as of now.
Yeah. We're still halfway through, exactly, so we can maybe see quite a big turn coming out these next 4 matches, next 4 weeks.
Yeah, definitely possible. Anything
Yeah,
can happen.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the MVPs for now, why don't we?
Ooh, Iron
As we're
Valiant
seeing
heavily in
Iron-
the lead.
James's Hisuian Samurott has been dethroned, but it is another of James's Pokemon, Iron Valiant, now in the top spot after a very impressive performance here in week 4. Once it's set up with that Quark Drive boost.
Yeah, the fact that Iron Valiant hasn't died once yet this
Yeah.
draft league is kind of crazy.
No. That right there, along with your Meowscarada, Daniel, just 2 kills behind, also without having died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Joe's Gouging Fire definitely leaped up there after its feast it had on me.
The double paradox leading
Exactly.
number 1 and 2.
Again, Hisuian Samurott rounding out our top 3.
My Pokemon.
How about the bottom?
How they fallen? The very bottom, or the very bottom Pokemon who've actually come to matches.
No, the very bottom, yeah. At the bottom differential, we're seeing Swampos' first round pick Furret not doing so hot so far, with 4 deaths in 4 games played and no kills to its name. Following that
Poor
are
Furret.
My Galarian Slowking, Core Sensei's Pelipper, and Toxtricity, though I think Pelipper's being a bit undersold there given its more supportive role in setting up the rest of Core Sensei's team. I think it's definitely more valuable than this ranking would suggest.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, it is strange to see Tornadus Therium being so low with with so little kills, but considering it's a metronome set, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what's also really strange? Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's only been
Jolteon
one
actually
or
hasn't
two
picked up a
matchups
kill
so
either.
far as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, against me at least, Jolteon was used more for support with Sunny Day.
Mhm. My wish cash.
Wish
One
cash.
Wish cash. But yeah, that is the sum of this week. We are directly at the halfway point, and a good setup 4 weeks we've had so far.
Let's take a look forward at what we can expect from week 5. What matches to look out for? We have a battle between two of us, me versus Armando. Should be very exciting.
Yes, it
Hi,
will.
Danny.
What's in store
Look forward
here?
to seeing it.
Hi, Armando. Could I, it, it would be pretty poetic if someone's first win was against an undefeated team. Just saying.
And that would be very poetic. And I myself am a poet. Therefore, I'm going to discredit this poetry here happening. No
Therefore,
poetry.
you're gonna let it happen, right?
No poetry. No poetry.
To be or not to be?
That is the
from
real
a play.
question.
That is from a play, not from a poem.
But can you put it in the form of haiku?
If I lose to
To
Denny, I
be
will
or
write a
not
haiku
to.
and how I fumbled the
That
ban.
is the question. Yes. To be or not to. There, that was a haiku. I counted the syllables.
I will write a Volbeat poem,
I'll write a Starly poem.
and we will see who succeeds. That is our week 5 match. We write poems and we put it up to whoever likes the other one more. But yeah, we also have a Daniel versus Aaron.
No,
Another interesting matchup. Joe versus Coral Sensei.
yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
Wait, I think every one of these
Yeah,
matchups are kind
honestly-
of cool.
yeah, I think I have 2 matches I want to highlight the most out of all of these. One of these is I want to highlight Ethan's debut piloting the Long Island Gastrodon. A new coach making his debut partway through. That I think is going to be must see, seeing how things turn out there.
Yeah.
And also the battle of the roommates, Swamp Boss versus Skelecino.
Ooh, yeah. That'll be very interesting. 2 people who know each other
Without
very
doubt.
well. See how that translates to Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think the match I want to highlight is J-Maz versus M. I think that J-Maz is going to actually have a pretty tough time with this one, because M is very hard to beat as a
Yeah.
Pokemon.
And I will say, Jamaz is kind of easy to prep for, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you could say it's easy to prep for, but when the 6, but like in the fact that you know what you're up against, but those 6 mods are just so good though, and don't really share that many common weaknesses there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think James's team might have been the one we slept on the most heading into the season.
Yeah, we kind of wrote it under having so little chance for switching
Yeah.
it up, but you don't need to switch it up if you got Pokemon like that.
Yeah, Iron Valiant, Chi Yu, Hisuian Samurott, all threats in their own right, but together, oof.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like,
So-
here's what I'll say with Jamaz's team. Jamaz's team looks like an Uber's team that's been plopped in a draft league, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Featuring, but not featuring all. Hydrapple, Knucklestack, Cutiefly, Marini, Glimmet, and Fungus.
They're on Annihilate's bench right now. They're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annihilate left it warm for them, and they get to sit there. But yeah, a very fun week that we've had so far. Very cool week we have looking ahead for next week. A lot of interesting matches to look forward to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
And this is Hofstra Esports Draft League. Not saying goodbye, but saying see you later.
Have a good one.